Hello everyone, Shannon Kennedy here from VistaVu Solutions. I am part of the customer success team. And today in our Brain Booster, we'll be discussing Resolv OTC, or the Operations Transaction Center. Resolv as a whole is an add-on to SAP Business One that seamlessly integrates with all of your master data, including your SQL tables, your item information, your customer and vendor information, your warehouse information, and various other areas of your system, like SAP approvals, directly inside your system. Once you've installed the Resolv add-on, it actually appears right in your main menu here for you to automatically go in and select the module that you'll be utilizing. Today, we're utilizing our Resolv Operations Transaction Center. Once you open up your Resolv Operations Transaction Center, you'll see the main four options here. A great thing about your OTC is that it requires absolutely no configuration in regard to after the module is installed, it can be opened and utilized immediately. For all companies, having your access to your data in an information format is critical to your business processes. While SAP Business One offers a wealth of reports, queries, drill down capabilities, amongst other things, to satisfy that need for you and your company, Resolv Operation Transaction Center enhances how the users access that information. It provides a single screen view containing instant live access to your customers, your vendors, your items, and analysis reporting. Our first option that we'll be taking a look at is our Customer Hub. This is going to show us information pertaining to our customers inside of SAP Business One. When you first open up your OTC dashboard, you'll see that it has very few filters selected. That means if I click Display Now, it's going to show me all information pertaining to all of my customers in SAP Business One, which is wonderful and how you get to see a generalized overview of everything that's going on inside your company. However, sometimes that's just a little bit too much information. So utilizing the filters in your header here, you'll be able to drill down and look at only a specific customer for a specific date range. You can limit it to your open documents. And you can also select available options for ship-to addresses, sales employees, and warehouses related to those customers and those documents. If you want to look up information pertaining to a specific document and you have that document number, you can also feel free to type it in here and it will automatically bring you to the tab associated with that document and the information pertaining to it. So if we're looking at our first option here, which is our sales quotations, you'll see that I see every open sales quote for all customers inside of SAP Business One directly from your main dashboard here. You'll also see that on the footer of your document and dashboard, you'll see your document totals as well as your value totals and the total number of open sales quotations. This is a really great tool when you want to see things that are coming down the pipeline for your company. These sales quotes have obviously not yet been confirmed, otherwise they'd be an order and then an invoice. So it's a great tool to utilize your customer service team as well as your sales team for possible orders coming into the system. Also could be a great tool for looking at your inventory on your items and the orders that are possibly coming up that will utilize that inventory. If I filter through on a few of my other tabs, you'll see that I have the option to see my sales orders, my deliveries, your returns, down payment information, AR invoices, credit memos, and so on. You can also see and open your activities and opportunities relating to customers directly from your OTC dashboard as well. Anywhere that you see a golden arrow, you'll be able to drill into for more information. If you see any tabs that don't look familiar on my screen, that's because Resolv has multiple modules, all of which can be utilized together or individually, and therefore our operations transaction dashboard will contain information pertaining to additional modules if they're being utilized. For example, our quality control module is being utilized in my demo system today. So I'll be able to see documents pertaining to sales and quality control directly from our dashboard as well. You can also work with your SAP services and campaigns directly from your OTC dashboard. Another fantastic tool from your OTC Customer Hub specifically is our Price and Availability tab. This tab will enable the CSR team to be on the phone with a customer, and in real time, they can look up specific information per item in regard to available inventory and the current price or the last ordered price for that customer. And they can even place an order all from one screen. So if I am in my Pricing and Availability tab here, and I'm looking up my item information, speaking to my customer, I can simply click on my order pad option here, and it's going to allow me to create a sales quote or a sales order based upon items selected here and the quantity selected by your customer. So first things first, I want to take a look at a few of these items for a specific customer. So I want to create a sales quote, and I'm going to simply select my customer from my drop-down option here so that I can make sure that I'm creating my sales quote for the customer I'm speaking to. I'm going to create a sales quote today for Parameter Technology. It's going to automatically now update all of my Customer Hub information so that I am now looking at data and information pertaining to Parameter Technology. Now I'm going to select with the customer which items and the quantity of each that I'd like to order. And then I'm going to click Create Quote, and it's going to automatically create you a standard SAP Business One sales quote. Keep in mind that all of your Resolv modules, because they're utilizing your master data and your marketing documents inside of SAP Business One, those are the documents that you'll be creating and viewing directly from the add-on menu inside of OTC. So here you see, I see my sales quote screen open automatically. I'm going to check my items and my quantities as well as my pricing just in case I need to update anything. I'm going to check that my unit of measure code is selected. That happens when you're utilizing multiple units of measures per item. So I'm just going to update that information so I can make sure that my sales quote, when it's getting added, doesn't get one of my SAP red bar errors. And then I'm simply going to add my sales quote. Now you've added your sales quote to the system for your customer, all from one main screen. This can save you valuable time when creating orders, looking up current orders or previous orders, pricing and inventory availability for any or all of your customers in the system. Next up, we'll be taking a look at our Vendor Hub. I'm going to close out of my Customer Hub, go back into my Resolv menu here, and open up our Vendor Hub. Our Vendor Hub is a lot like our Customer Hub, except for, of course, it's pertaining to our AP side of things. So inside our Customer Hub, I'm simply going to click Display, and it's going to show me all of my open sales quotes for all of my customers. Again, you can simply select or enter in a vendor to see some specific information pertaining to just one vendor. And you can also sort to see closed documents or both open and closed documents if you're looking for a history. So in our main option here, underneath our first tab is our purchase quotes. We'll see that our document and value totals are here, and this is the sum of all open sales quotes in the system. You'll also see that we have our orders, our goods receipt POs, our goods receipt return requests, down payments, invoices, credit memos, and so on, just like we saw on our customer tab. We also have the option to work with activities from here as well. And you'll notice that I have a few options that are not normally seen in standard SAP, like quality control and container. These are additional modules, just like I explained during our Customer Hub review, in Resolv that are available and will also be able to be seen directly from your OTC dashboard if you're utilizing them in combination with your OTC module. One small difference in your purchasing side of things versus your customer hub is that you don't have a pricing and availability tab. Here we have a cost and availability tab. So this is going to give you a little bit different information pertaining to the vendor side of the system and the items versus the customer and the item side of the system. You can, however, on the very bottom of our screen here, look at a few different things on the system here, as well as create new documents from this system or from this screen. The new documents won't be created quite as easily as they are from your order pad, but you do still have the link there so that you can create documents inside of SAP Business One directly from your one screen dashboard. You can also take a look at your last prices report, alternative item information if you have that preset in SAP Business One, and your available to promise information. So this is a wonderful overview to use both on your customer side and your vendor side to give you an overview of what you have coming in the pipeline, what you have open orders for, anything that may be in the midst of being delivered and or received, as well as some of your totals and your value information for each of the orders and or invoices inside the system, giving you a great generalized overview of your financial standing of the system and everything that's going on directly from your main screen. Now let's open up our item hub. Our item hub is going to give us an overview and details regarding specific items inside of SAP Business One. Your item hub is split into a few different categories depending upon the information that you need for your item. This is including your sales, so everything on your AR side, purchasing, all of the documents and information pertaining to your AP side of things, inventory, including locations and quantities in inventory, and production orders. If you're utilizing SAP Production, you'll be able to look at information pertaining to the items in the production orders, broken down by type of production order, directly from your OTC dashboard. So first thing I want to look at, I want to see everything that's coming in the pipeline. That means I want to see all of my quotes in the system for all of my items. I'm simply going to click display. It's going to show me all of the information for all of my open documents in regard to my sales quotes. You'll see information again regarding your orders, deliveries, returns, down payments, invoices, credit memos for your financials team. And you'll also be able to see that if you're utilizing SAP Business One approvals, Resolv will always adhere to the rules of those approvals as well. So you see a column here for approved information. This will allow you to see if there's an order inside the system that's awaiting to be approved, and then you can simply go into your SAP approval screen and approve that order. If I want to see information pertaining to a specific item only on its own, I can feel free to use my search button here, bring up all of my items here, and then select which item I want to find information on. So I'm going to take a look at this item here, and I want to see all of my previous sales quotes, orders, invoices, all of the information I can on this specific item. So now that I've updated that item, I'm going to click display to update the information that I'm seeing. So I'm seeing only information pertaining to this item. And you see here, these are my orders. All open documents is what I have selected in my header fields and filters for this item, and all of the customers and pertinent document information pertaining to that item. If I simply click on my purchasing tab, I'll see all the information pertaining to this item in regard to orders that we've placed with our vendors for this item. So if I have any open quotes, orders, or invoices, you'd be able to see that information inside this screen as well. You'll also be able to see any open goods receipt POs awaiting to be received. If I choose my inventory tab, I'll be able to see more information based upon the item setup in SAP Business One, not related specifically to any document unless I check my tabs here. So if I'm looking at my inventory, my first available tab is my inventory transfer information. Then I have my item location, which will give me all of my bin and warehouse locations and quantities for this specific item. If you're not utilizing bins inside of SAP Business One, then you'll simply see your warehouse location here. And you'll see here, I see an extra tab added because again, we're utilizing Resolv Quality Control as well. Inside of your production order, this is where you'll see all of the information pertaining to this specific item and any production order that it may be part of, broken down by type of order. So you see here, I see some standard orders, special orders, disassembly orders, and then information regarding my issues for production and my receipts from production. Inside of your item hub, you'll also always see your document value and total number of documents from this screen as well. And you can create new documents from this screen also. Last but not least, let's take a look at our operations analysis information. The operations analysis dashboard allows you to create and filter specific report information directly from SAP Business One from, again, an all-in-one dashboard. So if I open up my operations analysis, it's going to give me options on how I want to create my reports based upon the information I want to see. I can do this by customer, item, salesperson, or vendor. So the first thing I want to look at is customers. I want to have all of my customers. I am going to leave my default for my ship to addresses so it shows me every customer and every ship to location from all warehouses, including all item categories. I'm not going to filter on an item because I want to see the grand scheme of how my company is doing and report on how we're doing for the last 6 months. So the only thing I'm going to change on this report is I'm going to go back at least 6 months to make sure that I'm getting the information that I want to see. So if I go back about 6 months from March 23rd, which is today, I'm going to go back to September. I'm going to click Display, and this is going to show me information pertaining to customers per month, year-to-date information, as well as the values of the sales for the month for those customers, all in one screen. If I go back even further, I can see even more information. For example, if I want to see an analysis on 2021 going into 2022, I would simply go back to my January here, and then I will be able to see between January 1st, 2021 to today. I'm going to sort by my month. So it's going to show me each month here and the information pertaining to our sales for that month, the costs, and the year-to-date sales and information pertaining to those specific months for all of my customers. If I want to narrow that down, I can feel free to pick a specific customer here so that I can see year-to-date information by month for that specific customer. You can also look up sorting options by sales and by customer instead of sorting by month specifically. The tabs that you have options for inside of your customer include category and customer, category and item, all three, as well as by state, by only item category, only including our items, and by warehouse. So all of these reports will give you a little bit of the sum of the same information as well as different information depending upon what you need. That way you can see all of the data from one central location for the information you're looking for. If I want to look up information pertaining to my item specifically versus my customer information, all I would have to do is jump to my item tab here. I'd be able to enter in a specific item code. and a specific date range again, and be able to see all of that information pertaining to my items, my item category and how it relates to my customer, and so on. You can do that for your salesperson and your vendor as well. All of the report options that you see here, if you're utilizing Excel with your SAP system, you can feel free to click on your export option underneath Excel and export all of these reports as well. Another handy tool in OTC, if you're utilizing only your screens as your reports, you can update your form settings directly from your OTC screen to limit some of the information that you're seeing. So if I simply click on my form settings here, it will automatically populate my screen with all of my options of what I can see directly from my OTC screen, whether you're in your customer, vendor, item hub, or in your operations analysis reporting. And you can simply untick any of the options you don't want to see, and then your form settings will be updated for your user. This allows you to customize what you're seeing inside the system as well. Thank you for joining us for today's Brain Booster on Resolv Operations Transaction Center. If you'd like any additional information, please feel free to reach out to us at VistaVu Solutions directly. We look forward to any questions or concerns you may have, and we think that Resolv OTC is a great addition to any SAP Business One customer. Thanks again. Have a great day.